listening to KMRO FM, Camarocho Radio. Exclusive podcast, Yakuza. Welcome back, everybody. It's been like a month?
A month?
It's been like a month, right? About a month.
Something like that.
Took a little break, retired to Okinawa, started an orphanage. Life's going just fine.
Yeah.
How have you been doing? I've been seeing pictures of house.
Yeah, house has been happening. They're finishing up. The kitchen is done. They're finishing up on the new bathroom. Ooh. We're a month ago. He said that we're gonna be able to move into it. No, like 2 months ago, he said we would be able to move into it a month from now. By which I mean, he said that we would be able to move in the middle of July, and it is now the end of August. So
you know how things go. Things happen slowly.
To be fair, look, he's a busy man. His crew, like, they're working on a lot of houses, so it's just like, fuck
I
it,
believe it.
Well,
we've
you?
been very busy. I've got a job now, and
you got a job.
I got employed.
Educating the future leaders of our nation.
I now have more in common with Kiryu than I used to, in that I'm responsible for a lot of not small, but a lot of children I'm now responsible for. And also, in the time since we've recorded, in the 1 month, I've become large and shredded, and I got a big tattoo. So those are kind of those are the things that I have in common with Kiryu now.
You've got PlayStation 3 level graphics.
I have no way to prove that I'm shredded and large and like 7 feet tall, and I've got doubles of the Nova and doubles of the Barracuda.
Mm-hmm.
All these things are true. But yes, I mean, really, I'm just excited to talk about Yakuza again, and I've also been thinking about the fact that we're like a month out from Judgment 2 coming out.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't know we were so close. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Since we recorded last, there's been a huge bit of Yakuza news.
Which one? Which news?
The man, our dad himself, has been announced to be in the game that we've all been waiting for him to be in, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania.
I can't believe we've seen... Have you seen the video on Twitter where it says, like, it says something like, I've had the strangest dream or something, and then it's a video of Majima bowling, but the ball is Monkey Ball Kiryu.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's very funny.
Wonderful. So yeah, you can play as Kiryu, run him around a little ball and collect staminans.
They won't put Kiryu in Smash, and that's fine. But they will put Kiryu in Ball. They'll put him in an orb, and they'll make him run around on courses. And I think that's fair.
He can't beat up a woman, but he can compete against the girl monkey from Super Monkey Ball.
He can't beat up a woman, but he can beat the score of Mimi the monkey.
Yeah, he can get a faster time than Mimi the monkey in Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania.
I'm just thinking about like
more dole bananas than her.
Monkey Ball. I think I'm starting to get into this. I hear them. Haven't you heard? Monkey Ball. It's all the rage.
Everybody's going ape over Super Monkey Ball.
Everyone's going bananas over Super Monkey Ball.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people have been interested in Monkey Ball lately. Now, I think it's time to get to the main event, Argyle.
Toshihiro Nagoshi shows up in the game and tries to get you to play Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah. It's time to talk about Yakuza 3.
It is.
Yakuza 3, the first game in the series not directed by Ueda, right? Ueda directed Yakuza 1 and 2. And
he's that like true crime writer, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then Yakuza 3 was directed by Daisuke Sato. And it was, I mean, I think probably well received in the time that it came out, probably. It won the Award for Excellence in the Japanese Game Awards 2009. It's the second best-selling PS3 game. It's also the first one on the PS3, which is notable. I'm seeing let's see, 8.5 on IGN. I'm seeing Eurogamer 8 out of 10, Famitsu 38 out of 40. The most important of all of them, G4, gave it 4 stars.
Out
So
of
just great reviews out of 5.
okay.
Just great
which
reviews,
particular
but
G4 reviewer was that? Was that Adam Sessler, the man himself?
I'm guessing it was. I mean, it must have been. Actually, no. It was
Adam
Matt
Sizzler.
Cale. Not. It wasn't. It wasn't XPlay. It was. It was not XPlay, I suppose. The point is that this is a well-received video game. But if you look back, if you roll back the tapes, if you ask the fans, the capital F fans, for some reason, people do not like this game.
I feel like it's kind of overlooked a lot of the time. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I think a lot of the middle games are, right? Because
because they weren't released on PS4, there was no Kiwamis. They weren't playable on new next-gen consoles until last year or 2 years ago.
God, that really was 2 years ago, huh?
2 years ago. I mean, it was a great day when I found
it was
out.
like a year and a half.
It was a really good day to wake up and find out that they were bringing all these games to PS4, because I was like, well, I've never owned a PS3. I guess I'll just never play these games ever.
Yeah.
Like
there was a time in my life where I was like, my brother has a PS3. I guess I could borrow it. Like, we got a copy of Yakuza 4 at a pawn shop, and of course we had Yakuza 5 when it was free on PS Plus that one time. So then it was just like, well, I guess I could play these two, and I'll have to find a copy of 3. And then they were like, hey, we're actually going to release all of these. We're going to retranslate them and release them in the United States.
They also, Yakuza 3 came out with a lot of cut content.
Yes. The original.
They cut hostess clubs from the game.
Which,
and they cut...
To be fair, a lot of the hostess club content in this game is dog shit.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not like a good thing. I believe they cut Bikini Bar Asia from the game.
Wow.
Once again, not something that I'm particularly like crying over.
Yeah, the SJWs are censoring us.
Crying,
again.
sobbing. There's a couple other things. Oh, they cut out the sub story where a woman comes out to Kiryu as transgender and he's okay with it.
I don't. Did they cut that out of 3? I thought they cut that out of the remaster.
They cut it out of the original.
Really?
I believe. Wait.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I think it was cut out of the remaster.
There's
another. Releases. I don't know if it's.
There's another sub story that I think got cut from the remaster because it was just deeply and profoundly offensive and transphobic.
Okay.
But I think the one with where Kiryu is accepting of a trans person was cut from the original release.
I'm not even sure I know about that one. So
it's actually I've seen it before. It's really nice.
Okay. Well.
So that's kind of where we're coming from Yakuza 3. It's a game. It's a game that I quite like. This game. What about you?
I think it has some really good moments.
It's got some big problems, for the record.
Yeah, no, it has some problems. I think they're pretty glaring problems, in fact. But I think it also has like some really good moments. It's got a lot of heart.
That's exactly.
It's still
it's
like
got a good
identifiably
emotional through line.
Yeah, it's still identifiably a Yakuza game. I feel like but it's going in a little bit of a different direction. Of course, we'll get to how that kind of pans out in the next couple chapters. But
now, before we actually talk about Yakuza 3, I thought we'd start with a sub story from Kiwami 2. Did you play this one? Because I have lots of notes for it.
I've played it in the past. I'm aware of it.
But you haven't. Okay, but you didn't revisit it now. So that's fine. I think you remember the beats of it.
No, yeah, I've talked about it in the past.
So Yakuza 2, Kiwami 2 has a sub story called Yakuza Sunset 4.
Yes.
And it is we'll just talk about it, and then I think you'll kind of understand the gist of it. So Yakuza Sunset 4 is a sub-story I really like. Kiryu hears 2 movie buffs basically talking about how, oh, hey, did you hear? They're filming a movie here in Sotenbori, Yakuza Sunset 4. They're shooting on Bishamon Bridge, so maybe we can get some. Maybe we can be cast as extras in the movie. Kiryu says, "Oh, that's really interesting. I'll go check that out." And he goes over there and he runs into a guy who seems to be going through it a bit. He's just kind of out of it. He's kind of sad. And Kiryu bumps into him and he causes him to drop whatever he's holding. And he's just like, whatever, forget it. Don't bother picking it back up. Kiryu notices that the thing that he dropped was a script for a film. And he picks it up and he takes it to Shot Bar Stigel, where he meets the man who he bumped into, who he finds out is the director of a movie. He's the director of Yakuza Sunset 4, and his name is Sugano.
Yes.
Sugano basically talks with Kiryu about how he loves the Yakuza Sunset series, but he made a movie called Sunset 3 that was just wildly panned by the fans. He feels really lost. He doesn't really want to make another one. And he just felt like he couldn't capture the magic of the first two movies. And the original director was the one who picked him to make these movies, and he just feels like he's letting him down.
Mm-hmm.
Kiryu, then he says he's thinking about giving up, and Kiryu says, well, I guess I should go, maybe I'll go check out his movie and see what it's all about. He goes to the porno theater.
He does go to the porno theater. It's the only place you can watch
Yeah,
VHS.
I love that it's funny from a gameplay perspective, but it's even funnier from a Kiryu perspective that he's just like, well, I guess I should go check out that movie. Well, I know where movies are.
Yeah,
and then he goes to Gandara.
Yeah, I guess you can just bring any videotape you want into Gandara, and they'll be like, "Yeah, sure, you can put it in the TV. We don't care."
He takes the haunted tape out, and then he puts the Yakuza
like,
Sunset in.
Let's throw this in the trash. I'm done with that sub story.
Yeah. He runs into Walking Erection in there. He's an old man now. 30 years have passed. But he pops it in, and he basically is just like, wow, this movie's great. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of emotions. It's a movie about a Yakuza fighting his clan to defend the woman he loves, and it has a tragic ending where he's the main character. He's stabbed in the back and he dies, and the last scene is really touching. It's like his woman that he loves, and she's crying at the train station waiting for him, and he never comes. It's very sad, but he thinks to himself like, there's just something off here. It's the action.
Yeah,
it's just the action is not quite right. Kiryu, I want to note that there's a very funny animation of Kiryu crying when he watches the sad ending.
Yeah, this is like he like kind of puts his hand over his eyes and tilts his head back.
He's like, oh, and it's especially funny if you mash through the text and then he just resets his position. He's like,
That's a big problem with like especially Kiwami 2 sub stories is like just resetting positions, like snapping back to different poses.
It's very funny. So Kiryu goes back to Stigel to talk to Sugano, having seen the movie, but he's not there, and instead he runs into this old guy, and he's just like, hey, I'm a film buff. Let's talk the silver
I just
screen.
like movies. You ever heard of
I'm
Red
an
Letter
old
Media?
man who loves... Yeah, I'm a film buff. This movie's got a great runtime. Kiryu and...
They call me the
this guy
Japanese Mr. Plinkett.
They call me the Japanese Greg Turkington. And this old man is just like, hey, my name's Fukatsu. I love old movies. Let's talk about Yakuza Sunset 3. And they basically chat about what they think about the movie. Kiryu remarks on, like, yeah, the Sugano made, like, really good characters. They were really believable people. It was just the action, and also, like, it just doesn't seem like Sugano really understands the Yakuza. Yeah. Those are just the two big problems. Fukatsu says, well, you know, Sugano's got a big career ahead of him. I know he's going to go places. He's just young. He takes criticism hard. And the old guy who directed the original two movies just he knew where his flaws were, and he was good at covering them up. Like, Sugano has his own benefits. He's got
his own strengths and his own flaws, just like anybody, and he just needs to learn how to work around them or improve his weaker spots.
Yeah. So Fukatsu's just like, well, that was nice. Thanks for talking movies with me. Goodbye. And then Sugano is there. He was listening the whole time. There's a very funny pose where he's like doing a sneaking arm gesture behind Kiryu. And he was listening in on. I love. He's like, "Wow, I heard the last part of your conversation," and then Kiryu says, "How much of that was? How much did you hear?" And then he says, "I started listening in when you started talking about Yakuza Sunset 3." And Kiryu's like, "Oh, so you listened in on the whole conversation?"
Yeah.
He's very appreciative of Kiryu for talking, like watching the movie and giving very frank and honest opinions.
Not just shitting on it, but giving like honest criticism.
Yeah, he really appreciates that, and he says, "Well, you've really motivated me to keep going with this, push through, and make it not just the next movie, but like the best movie in the series. However, I still don't really know anything about Yakuza or about fighting. Maybe I'll go join the Huh? Well, first he says maybe I'll go join the Omi Alliance to. He says maybe the Omi will be holding some tryouts." Which is very.
I hear Ryuji Goda likes to hang out in the Cabaret Grand. Maybe I'll just walk in and ask to talk to him.
Hello, Mr. Goda. My name is Sugano. I will be doing a monologue.
I love to
from Bye Bye Birdie. I will be singing "Suddenly Seymour" from Little Shop of Horrors. Suddenly Sugano. So Kiryu's like, "Oh, I know about the Yakuza." And then he says, "Are you a Yakuza?" And he says, "No, I'm not a Yakuza."
No, of course not. I've never.
I'm just a civilian. And he says, "Oh, you're." I love when Kiryu says, "I'm not a Yakuza," and then Sugano's like, "Oh, you're just a Yakuza otaku then."
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
I fucking knew that term came up in this one, Yakuza otaku. Yeah,
I
that
think
comes
he says
up sometimes.
Yeah, Kiryu. I love that. I also Sugano's like, "Oh man, you're not a Yakuza? Well, maybe you're just a Yakuza otaku. Well, you can help me. So come to my office." This is the only time in any of the Yakuza games where a character remarks on the completely barren, generic building that they're inside. It's really funny, because Kiryu's like, "This is your office?" And Sugano's like, "Well, yeah, we're only in Osaka for like a month, so we just rented out this random place." There's no decorations.
It came with all the shelves and boxes, though.
It came with all of the things to use for heat moves. So we get a little, like, a funny exchange where Kiryu's kind of helping him. He's like, "Oh, act out how you would act when the young master, the patriarch's son, comes home from elementary school." And Kiryu, like, bows, and he's like, "Welcome home, Daigo," or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, he says, "Okay, now the crown jewel of all Yakuza movies, the part where the Yakuza has failed his patriarch and he has to chop off his own finger." Kiryu puts up such a convincing performance of this. He goes, "I'm Kuze, and here I go! I'm gonna do it! It's the only time it ever happens in the series." Actually, it happens in 7, doesn't it? But Kiryu, he goes, Sugano thinks Kiryu's really gonna chop his finger off, which is really funny. And then, of course, Sugano's like, "All right, now we just need to do something about this action sequence." And then some thugs are like, "Hey, Kiryu, you're in our secret spot. We'll be meat bodies for your special performance." So Kiryu beats the shit out of them, and Sugano is amazed, and he's just like, "Are you sure you're not a Yakuza?" Kiryu gives this
a big tough nerd who likes the Yakuza a lot.
Yeah, I'm just a big weirdo. Kiryu gives this very earnest piece of advice to Sugano that I just felt, it just not felt out of character, but it's just so like from the heart, where he's just like, "Listen, Sugano, just because Sugano is like, wow, I've really cast my doubts aside. I was really worried about what if Fukatsu saw it and didn't like it, the old director Fukatsu." And Kiryu says, "Sugano, don't worry. Like, you don't need to emulate Fukatsu's style. Obviously, that's what the fans liked, but you brought things to the table that were worthwhile and made the movie great. So you put your like attention to detail and your knowledge of like the human heart and the human condition. You put that into the movie, and fans are gonna love it."
Yeah.
And Sugano's just like, "Thanks, Kiryu. Here, take this bloody binding. Goodbye.
It'll increase your attack, and if you pair it with a couple other items, you'll get a huge attack boost. But it'll lower your defense. Watch out."
Kiryu leaves outside. Fukatsu, who is actually the director of the original movies, is waiting. He's like, "I knew you'd be able to help Sugano get out of that funk, Dragon of Dojima. Don't know how he figured that one out. That makes no sense to me.
Uh, I mean,
you look at him and
you've worn one set of clothing for the last 20 years, and
That's
everybody.
true.
You've been on national television.
He was on the
beating
news
up
one
an
time.
entire funeral.
And so Fukatsu's just like, well, I never really lied. I am just an old film buff these days. And then they walk off together, and they agree that when Yakuza Sunset 4 comes out, they're going to go see it together. And then Fukatsu says they can get a discount if Kiryu pretends to be his son. The end. So I think that's a really great place to start talking about 3, because this is the series' own retrospective about Yakuza 3, obviously, and about the change in directors and how the fans felt about it.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't really get about this sub-story is that Yakuza 4 was not directed by Daisuke Sato. It was directed by a different guy. So it doesn't...
it might just be like the guy... It might just be a stand-in for, like, RGG Studios as a whole, you know? Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
So... I mean, do we think that panned out with 4? That remains to be seen.
It's funny because 4 is, from my understanding, a fan favorite, a series fan favorite, which is odd because I don't like 4 that much.
Yeah, you famously
I
do
don't
not
like
Yakuza 4.
I don't like I like the story, but I don't like the
you hate Yakuza 4. You say it's the worst game ever made.
I've said it is the worst game ever made. No, I just don't think it's particularly fun to play, but I like the story a lot. But Yakuza 3 I think Yakuza 4 definitely has a better story. Yakuza 3 is you know how it is. With games, it's another Yakuza game. It plays exactly like all the others. There is some cool new additions. I think a new map.
There are
nice.
some really good things in Yakuza 3's story, but like
Yeah.
I think like the pacing in particular is like it's pretty extremely bad. Like just
we've talked many times on this podcast about how in Yakuza 3 there is a chapter 9, basically before the like last chunk of the game, where Kiryu goes to a place. It's called Chapter 9: The Plot.
and
Kiryu
they explain
goes somewhere,
the entire
and
conspiracy to you.
Yeah, a character who you've never met, we've never seen before, and we never see again, literally sits down Kiryu and explains the story to him, and
for like half an hour.
But what I will say, the strongest part of the game is the beginning chunk of it, and basically everything set in Okinawa.
Yeah,
it's genuinely just really great. And then everything that happens outside of Okinawa is pretty bad.
Like I think there are some good things that you can like cherry pick out of like the wider like conspiracy plot, like the Kamurocho branch of it. But like the Okinawa set of characters is like they're all extremely good.
I think probably when they talk about in Yakuza Sunset 3, like the emotional core of the game that's stronger than the others, like the Okinawa stuff is like the beating heart of this game, in a major way. It's really good.
This game has made me cry. It has.
Yes, it is. I think this game actually, maybe as a little teaser, this game, when we talk about whenever a character dies and we rank it on top 10 saddest Yakuza deaths, I think this game has number 1.
Definitely I think it number 1. I think so far, like of the ones that we've covered, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's probably in the top. It's probably number 1 saddest Yakuza death in the whole series, IMO. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Shall we begin talking about it?
Let's get this fucking show on the road.
The game has a really this game shakes the world up so much.
Yeah,
and it's really bold. I like that about it.
This is because like the other ones we got a prologue and then it cut to the future. We get the intro, like before we get to chapter 1, we actually get kind of an in media res. Yeah. Like, and then we're gonna spend the next couple chapters working up to that. So kind of start us off, kick us off.
So we begin. We see the ocean. We're on the beach. and
Oh,
a
it's
gigantic.
beautiful.
It's really nice. It looks great in
really
HD,
good.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a gigantic, large, beautiful, perfect dad pops out of the water. He's in shorts.
He is
I
wearing
can't.
shorts.
It doesn't look. He's not wearing a swimsuit. He's just wearing a pair of shorts, like gray basketball shorts.
Yeah, he's just like she's shooting some hoops, and he was like, "Well, fuck,
Yeah.
time to catch dinner."
Yeah, he just comes out of the ocean holding a giant fish, and he's just like, Haruka, I've caught us dinner. And it's like, how did he do that?
Well, he's got a trident in the other hand, so
right. Like he really
there's
went
no
for
there's
it.
no puncture wounds on the fish, and it's still flopping around.
No.
So I don't think he.
I think he
used
grabbed it with his hand. No,
yeah,
that was
he
just for
he
motivation.
Clenched his fingers around the
That
tail.
that was his emotional support trident.
Yeah.
He just needed it to make him feel better. We see Haruka. So it's Kiryu. Obviously, he's been fishing, and Haruka comes out. We get yet another Haruka redesign.
Yes,
Haruka won
a lovely little sun hat,
and she's older now. She's very clearly
this is
she's like middle school age now.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is let's just say it now. This is like 3 years after the events of Yakuza 2. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So Haruka is a bit older. She and her, I think her hair is a lot longer. I feel like
her hair is much longer than it was in the previous 2 games. Like she had pretty short hair in the other ones. It's fairly long.
And Kiryu and Haruka are in Okinawa, and if you don't know, Okinawa is a little island. It's off the southern.
It's like a bunch of islands, isn't it? Like
yeah, I think it might be. It's off the southern coast of Japan.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. And I would love to go there someday. It's a big dream of mine to visit. It just seems like a nice place to travel to. And this is where Kiryu and Haruka have made their home after the events of Yakuza 2. This is
Morning Glory Orphanage.
Yeah, that's the thing, folks, is that it's not just Kiryu and Haruka. Because there's a lot of...
you hear 7 other children here.
There are 7... Kiryu, in a quest to acquire as many children as possible, has opened... Well, not opened, but has assumed the operation of his very own orphanage. He has taken on the role of Kazuma. But unlike Kazuma, he will not be training these children to become Yakuza themselves.
Yeah,
he's just going to be a good...
He's trying to be a civilian. He actually runs it, unlike Kazuma, who just like showed up on Christmas and New Year's and was like, "Hey, what's up, kids? It's me, your dad,
Kiryu,
I guess."
Hey, Nishiki, Kiryu, here, have some cigarettes. All right, that's your Christmas present. Goodbye.
You want to see a gun?
Hey, Kiryu, remind me later. I'll take you to watch me massacre the Jingwan Mafia. Ah, gee, thanks, Kazuma.
Oh, I'd love to, Mr. Kazuma.
Oh, I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Oh, it sure would be swell. What a great Christmas present.
We got some great little kids here.
Some wonderful little tykes that we'll learn all of their names.
We'll learn more about them, but I just need to point out for our listeners, there's a beautiful, large, perfect
There's
boy.
a large son.
A large son, and he's the number one boy of them all. He's the best character.
Do we want to say his name now, or do we want to wait?
Yeah, his name is... I'll just say that the long reign of Taichi has officially begun.
Taichi is in the house.
Taichi is here, and the rest of the podcast will basically be when Taichi is not on screen, the host will be asking, "Where is Taichi?" He's wonderful.
I love Taichi.
Love him so much. He's perfect. What's next?
Then a couple other folks show up. A couple
new
of
characters.
The kids turn around and they're like, "Hey, it's Uncle Rikia!
Uncle Rikia's here!
Uncle Rikia!" It's a guy. We should mention at this point, Kiryu is wearing it. He's got a new fit, new drip.
Oh my god, this is the first time he's ever changed clothes since Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
I mean, chronologically. And he is wearing a beautiful, wonderful red Aloha shirt.
Yes.
It is it's magnificent. It's iconic. I can't even stress enough how...
the Aloha shirt, the like white pants, the brown like
the brown
suede
like
shoes.
loafers.
Yeah, brown loafers. Love it.
He's living a beach life.
Yeah.
Did anyone deserve this more than him?
He's gone full parrot head in the last 3 years.
He's like, Haruka, I found a... he doesn't know anything about Western culture.
Haruka,
he didn't know who Miracle
James
Johnson
Buffett?
was. Have you heard about the music? Margaritaville, I think I could get into this. But yes, we meet another character, Rikia, who we will talk a lot about throughout the rest of the game. But for now, all we'll say is he's a Yakuza. But he's one of the friendly ones. When you go to small towns in Yakuza games, the local Yakuza are always funny and friendly.
Yeah,
every time
they're just funny guys, and they're
funny guys. We will revisit this extensively when we talk about Yakuza 6.
Yeah,
they're just funny guys. They don't do crime. It's very
they don't
difficult
seem to have any sort of income at all.
No, they literally just
more than any other Yakuza, they are just there to hang out.
What is the family called? It's
the fuck, I forget the patriarch's name. I don't even know if it's named after him.
Yeah, well, the family that Rikia belongs to, it's like 3 guys and they do literally nothing. They just are there and they are nice. The Ryudo family.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yes, the Ryudo family doesn't do any crime. Even less so than the Kazuma family or whatever. Okinawa is not a particularly populated place, but it does seem to have 2 rival families because, we'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, the Ryudo family, I genuinely think that they might not even count it. I don't think they fit the legal definition of Yakuza. They couldn't get arrested for doing any kind of crimes.
They're just guys being dudes. They're just
nice, funny guys. They're really just a club for men. It's just a place where men can hang out.
It's just like, hey, you need some friends? Come on out, come hang out.
Come join the Ryudo family.
Yeah, join me and what's his name and the grandpa.
Yeah, the old man and Rikia and the blonde guy. But unfortunately, Rikia has some bad news for Kiryu. It's that the boss, the unnamed boss, the boss whose name I can't remember, has unfortunately
he's in the hospital.
Been shot. He's been shot.
Meanwhile, in Tokyo.
Oh, something major has happened. Something's brewing at D&D. What's my name? Daigo Chigo. Daigo Chino. It's a whole new guy, Daigo Chino. Daigo is all grown up. Look at him.
He's all grown
He's a real Yakuza now.
He's got his hair slicked back, but unlike Nishiki,
he looks so
he's not
good.
Evil.
Yeah, he slicked it back with hair gel, not blood. He looks
not blood. Very important.
It's Daigo's redesign. Obviously, he's more boring than he used to look, but it's a contrast that makes him. You see that he's matured and he's trying to he's trying to be the chairman.
He's got big shoes to fill, but he is trying his best.
Yes,
and he is riding along in his limo when he gets a phone call.
This is not a great phone
call from a mysterious character.
He basically says, "No matter how many zeros you tack on, I'm not selling that land in Okinawa under any circumstances. I won't budge on this one. The Tojo will have no part in this. Goodbye."
Yeah. And when he hands it back to the little toady that's in the limo with him, the guy's like, "Well, don't you think it'd be a good idea, boss? The money we get off of that land deal, that could support us for decades. We could make easily 100 billion, probably more, by some estimations. Why don't you do it?" And it's pretty clear cut.
It's pretty obvious why. Yeah.
He just says, "That land belongs to Kiryu, to the 4th chairman. Do you know how many times he has saved our skin? He says something. I would not dare sell that land."
He said something that made me feel very emotional, where he says, after everything he's done for us, I couldn't possibly steal the one place that he belongs. And it's
I do love that. Yeah,
it's very sweet. Not only Kiryu has found a place that he feels like he can be happy, but the fact that Daigo recognizes we need to let Kiryu
be, the man wants to just have a normal
Yes.
life. You know, like
Oh,
he
oh,
really wants.
he's
to just
been
be a
through so
civilian.
much. He's been through so much. Um, Daigo is so committed
Unfortunately, this
to.
wouldn't be a Yakuza
Yes.
game if that were allowed to
No,
happen.
yeah, this is a game about. This is a game where nothing happens in it. Daigo tells the driver to skip the giant, big, fancy banquet that they were going to, because he is afraid that someone is going to go through with the land deal behind his back, and he's just like, I'm going back to HQ to make sure
Yeah,
absolutely no one sells that land for out from under me.
yeah.
And boy does someone try to do
Boy, does
that.
someone try to do that. Yeah, we get
Uh-oh.
back to
So far, so
HQ.
good. The game is bad news, everybody. The game's about to get a little stupid. A
The game's
little?
about to
A
get a
lot.
little silly. He drives up into HQ. All the guys are there waiting to bow for him. Of course, they just stand there all day waiting for the chairman to show up or any
Welcome
special
home,
guests.
Master.
Welcome home, Master Daigo.
Do the wave. Whoa.
Whoa! Yeah, he too loves to walk up and down the row of guys and
Yeah.
make them bow and
you
unbow
just
over
get
and
a
over again.
cutscene for a minute of Daigo walking back and forth.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes in he walks up and some guy is like, "Hey, Mr. Chairman, like there's kind of a situation in your office."
You're gonna need to see this because you're not gonna believe the thing that's happening right now. It's kind of bullshit.
He kind of whispers to him, and Daigo's like, "What? What?
What?
Are you?
No.
What? The fuck did you
Excuse
just say
me?
to me? Who? Yeah, bring me there immediately." So he goes into the office, and the guy he is greeted by Shintaro Kazuma.
It's Kazuma.
It's Kazuma. He's back.
There he is. I thought he died.
There's her dad. There's her
Yeah,
grandpa.
there's Dad. Grandpa Kazuma's here. He's got his mustache. He's there. Also, a very rare appearance of a white person in a Yakuza
white man.
game.
A honky.
A white blonde guy. A man who, when I first played this game, I genuinely didn't even notice him in the background because I was so busy just being baffled by the fact that Kazuma was there. But there is a white guy there in the background. He kind of looks like Revolver Ocelot because he's got
he's like way more jacked than Ocelot ever was.
No, but like he's like a, or not Ocelot. Sorry, he looks like Miller because he's got like slicked back blonde hair and sunglasses. That's what he looks like Kazuhira. Except he's not part Japanese. He's 100% white.
He's got a way squarer jaw than Miller does.
Yeah. And he's got both of his arms, which Miller and legs, as far as I can tell. Kazuma is here and he's alive and he's fine and he's also evil now.
He's also evil now, and he's got that land.
He doesn't give a shit about Kiryu's.
Yeah, for the orphanage. He's just like, hey, here it is.
He knows that Kiryu is there too. He's just like, yeah, I knew you probably wouldn't do this.
You're too weak.
You're too weak.
So
you can't pass this up. I had them take the deed. He throws it to Daigo. He says that 30,000 Tojo clan men cannot allow you to refuse this deal. And then Daigo's like, well, what happens if I do? And then the white guy shows up and he takes the deed from him, and then Kazuma shoots Daigo.
Well,
he's fine.
What happened?
It was in a cutscene.
Yeah, Kazuma begins to reach into his jacket. Daigo tries to pull out his gun, and then he is shot by someone. We don't. And
it was in a
see.
That's fair. But all we know is that Daigo has been shot, and it's in a cutscene. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, imagine if Daigo is dead now. It would be kind of like Terada, though.
Yeah.
Like Terada, except the Terada didn't die, but like you think he dies like one chapter into the game.
Yeah.
Just like, wow, they really spent a lot of time building up Daigo and just killed him right here. Daigo's fine. He'll be fine. We are now in a hospital.
Yes, we're back in Okinawa.
Kind of for a second trips you out and makes you think that Daigo's the boss who got shot, but that doesn't make any sense.
No, the man who's been shot is a guy called Nakahara. He's the
Patriarch he's the patriarch of the Ryudo family.
Yeah, Ryudo family.
And we meet two other people. There's a kind of heavy blonde guy. He's got like dyed blonde hair.
Yeah, I forget his name.
I can't remember his name either.
I don't
which is
know
a shame.
I don't know if they say it in this chapter.
No, they don't say it in this chapter. But we do meet. There's also a young girl there named Saki.
Yes.
Once again, I really like the in media res beginning of this game. Like, you don't know who these people are, but you know that they like matter to Kiryu.
Yeah, Kiryu has developed a relationship with these people.
Yeah, Haruka asks Saki, like, we find out like the boss Nagahara's in the operating room, and Haruka's like, oh, Saki, that must have been so scary. What happened? And the blonde guy, whose name I unfortunately can't remember, is like, somebody just walked in and shot him, and only Saki was there to see it happen. Oh, Mikio. Mikio is his name. Mikio.
Okay. Rikio suggests it might be some group called the Tamashiro family because of some incident that happened last year. Ooh. And we also find out that at the time Nakahara was alone with Saki, so nobody really saw the guy that shot him.
Something notable about Saki is that she has a big pad of paper. And it's not like immediately clear why, but you kind of get a feeling when Haruka kind of asks what's up. She doesn't really say anything, but what we do see, we do find out that the deed to Kiryu's land has been taken.
Yes.
And then Saki hands Kiryu a piece of paper, and it's got a perfect, beautiful, fucking 3D render.
Yeah.
A glossy pencil JPEG of Shintaro Kazuma. And Kiryu is just like, excuse me?
What? What
wait,
the fuck?
So you're telling me that my dear friend Nakahara was shot, and also my dad is alive, and also my dad did the crime?
What? Little girl,
do you know
the impact of what you've just said? You've just told me indirectly through this art pad.
Yeah, you've drawn a picture of my dad, who I had unresolved issues with.
Are you trying to take the piss? What's going on?
He's like, I didn't think I could have a more complicated relationship with Kazuma after I found out that he killed my parents, but now I found out that he shot a dear friend of mine and took the deed to my land. Excuse me, and he's alive?
What?
Oh my god, Kazuma. So that's the end of the prologue.
That's the end of the prologue, and we actually get to Chapter 1, New Beginnings.
This one should just be called Epilogue, Yakuza 2.
Yeah, this is the Yakuza 2 epilogue.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Like, this days maybe after.
Yes,
Yakuza 2
it has been at the very least several days, or maybe a matter of weeks.
I don't
things
even
that
think
have
it's
not
been
changed.
like a week.
Yes, because Kazuki is still in the hospital. We talked to Yuya. He's still cleaning up the fight that Kiryu and Ryuji had in Stardust.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right. It must have been like a day or two after. But before we can get to any of that, Sayama shows up. Remember Sayama? And what does she tell Kiryu, Argyle?
She tells Kiryu, "Hey, I don't think we should see each other anymore because I am leaving. This is goodbye, Kiryu. I'm leaving Japan tomorrow.
I'm going to America, and I will never be back.
I'm going to America because the Tokyo Metropolitan Police is like doing a training program with the United States Police Force."
I feel like we really turned our opinions around on Sayama when we talked about Yakuza 2, but I'm taking it all back. I take back everything I ever said about her. She's like, there's no better place in the world.
I'm going to learn how to be a better cop with the greatest police departments in the world, starting with the LAPD, then we're going to go to NYPD, then CPD,
then Chicago.
Kiryu.
She says there's no better place in the world to be a cop than in the USA, where they can do whatever they want and face no consequences ever. I'm gonna go to Maricopa County, and I'm gonna hang out with Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
I'm gonna hang out with Sheriff Joe and fucking
Sheriff Joe. I'm gonna help him run a concentration camp in Arizona.
I'm gonna ram a tank through somebody's house and kill their dog.
I'm gonna kill so many dogs in the United States, Kiryu. Don't you love it? And then it's really funny because Kiryu doesn't seem like even remotely sad about Sayama leaving. He's just like, well, you go chase your dreams.
Neither of them are like too broken up about this. I feel like they've come to terms with like well, maybe we were just
Kiryu's like,
driven together by like
yeah.
extenuating circumstances, and or maybe it's just like they wanted to get rid of Sayama and didn't want to make a big deal about it. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it's either or.
Sayama's gonna meet like the first Korean person that she meets. She's just gonna start like thinking that he's her grandpa or something. So I think that Kiryu is just like, yeah, I think I'm glad to be out of this one.
You're
This
either
was a
my
weird
grandpa or I
relationship.
need to kill you, or maybe both.
Yeah. Do I need to kill my own grandpa? This man must be my grandpa. I've decided. I feel it in my heart. I love this part because as we all know, Yakuza games have a weird habit of recapping their plots within a cemetery as Kiryu visits the graves of those he's lost, and then Kiryu's
I kind of like that.
I like it. I like it. But
yeah.
what I don't like is that I say I've played all of these games twice. I'm good. And then and then I'm like, okay, so I guess if you just talk to Sayama, she'll let you leave. So I go to talk to Sayama, and Sayama's like, Kiryu, aren't you going to pay your respects?
Really?
We lost so many. Yes, she really guilts you for not like you. She won't let you leave.
I did it anyways because I wanted to, and there's not really anything that interesting.
No, there's nothing worth it.
There is something really funny that he says to Tarada, where he's like, "I hope that you're watching over the Tojo clan from heaven, and then it grows into the kind of clan that you wanted it to be." Which
what are you talking about, Kiryu?
Yeah,
were you
talking about? He wanted to destroy.
Were you awake? Were you awake?
The kind of clan you want it to be, which is dead,
gone, dead.
Destroyed.
He made a last-minute change of heart. He made like one rational decision to not blow up the entire city out of an obligation to Kazuma.
Out of spite against
right!
Takashima.
Oh my god, you're right. He did it to fuck with Takashima. I mean, that's literally like in Yakuza 0 when Kiryu's like, so many people have died. Like Oda, my friend.
Oda, who tried to kill this like innocent woman because
Oda,
he didn't
who tried to kill me and
like,
Makoto.
Didn't want the guy he had a crush on to find out that he had put his sister in fucking human trafficking sex slavery, and like
he literally sold his sister into slavery.
You know,
and Kiryu's
at the last second after we had fucking like stabbed him in the guts and he was dying anyways, he hung behind with a gun and held off Shibusawa, except he didn't. He
died immediately, and Kiryu's like, Oda, and
so brave.
Oda died. My best friend. Oh, not Terada. My best friend. Kiryu is a very poor judge of character sometimes. That's one of his flaws. But only in retrospect. Like, only after people die. This is why we have the
circus music, folks.
Yeah, like like something about people's deaths just makes Kiryu completely reassess them. For seemingly no reason. I mean, if we gave him enough time, he'd be like, you need to become a great man like Kyohei Jingu, one of the greatest men I ever knew. A tragic loss to the world of politics. So yeah, Sayama guilts Kiryu for being a series fan and knowing all the things that happened. You also go to Nishiki
and fucking Kazuma's grave.
There should be an I have a podcast about these games.
You go to Yumi's grave
button. Who? Who is that?
The only woman I ever loved? No, wait.
Kiryu he steps by to leave some incense at Oda's grave, and he just steps on.
You do go to Yumi's grave. My bad.
He walks past Yumi's grave to leave some incense on fucking
Oda's
what's his
grave.
name? Awano's grave. No. This is
Awano.
the greatest man.
I wish I could have been there when you died. I heard it was pretty epic.
Futoshi Shimano, you had the most beautiful bald head of all of the world, and you ate fugu fish like nobody's business.
So hey, Dojima, when you took the only woman I ever loved, Yumi, and
he does
her.
say that. I mean, he does historically say that like Dojima was a great leader.
At the time, I was mad with you, but in retrospect, you were a good leader for the Dojima family.
Kiryu, we love Kiryu, but like Kiryu is the kind of guy who would post like, he would get really mad. I mean, this is not even a joke. He would do this. That like he would get really mad at people like posting fucking.
Getting like
funny,
happy about like John McCain dying. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like when John McCain died, or like when Rush Limbaugh died, and there's the very good comic where where Jesus asks him to go to heaven.
We
Like,
need
he would get
we
really,
need a rush
we need
delivery.
it for the party. Yeah, rush delivery. Kiryu would get very mad about that, but it's not because he thinks that, like, there's anything wrong with speaking ill of the dead. He just something about when someone dies, they just automatically become a very cool
Yeah,
and
he
good person. To him.
assesses their lives in only the most generous light. Even when he
Uh,
mentions the like heinous shit that they did.
God, that thing with Terada though, like fucking Ryuji probably had a better vision for the Tojo clan than Terada did. Uh, Hilariously, as Kiryu is like breaking up with Sayama, fucking Pseudo and Date are also there, just like watching in the background, having their own conversation that we get to see for a bit.
Yeah, they're like, well, I knew it'd never work out between those two. Or actually,
Yeah,
I
they're
think
just
he
like the
says like,
Greek
oh
chorus.
damn, I thought they were meant to be.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's what it was. He's like, oh, I shipped it so hard.
Not cool,
I shipped
Date.
it,
You're not
and now
supposed to do
she's
that with real
shipping out.
people.
She's gonna be a cop now, and this is so sad. And Pseudo's like, God, I wish that were me.
Damn.
But Pseudo has been. I just love like my eternal confusion about like why are we so invested in these characters? Like why, like Pseudo especially. Like Date is whatever. Like Date is a character I don't particularly like, but he's in the games a lot.
Yeah.
Pseudo shows up like twice per game, maybe 3 times sometimes, and we get a whole cutscene about like.
Well, I mean, now that Date's not actually on the police, like he's our man on the inside, so.
I guess so. He's like, yeah,
Until
I got promoted to Division 1, but like you saw how much of a shit show it was. The last guy in charge of Division 1 was secretly an evil Korean man.
To be fair, that was Division 2. That was Foreign Affairs.
Right, that was Kurahashi.
No, it's like the police department, like they have been so fucking embarrassed. Like the whole situation with the Jingwon Mafia and the Omi Alliance was such a goddamn shit show that everyone that was involved, they have just like bumped up a whole rank. Like
I really like that
cover it up.
I really like that Pseudo basically says that the police force has decided that they're just going to give Kamurocho over to the Yakuza and let it become a lawless hellscape.
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Pseudo basically tells Date that he's really worried because the Kamurocho PD has been like, they're like, we are so embarrassed by this whole thing, and we're just basically going to give Kamurocho to we're just gonna like remove our presence from Kamurocho, and we're not gonna deal with the Yakuza anymore. So the Yakuza are gonna basically be able to do whatever the fuck they want.
Did he say that? I don't remember.
He does, because he says like, I don't want to let Kamurocho fall back into the muck. Because they are not going to step in and interfere with Yakuza matters anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can't.
Like,
they just can't deal with the Yakuza, and they're afraid of what's going to happen when Kiryu leaves, because, like, the few weeks out of every couple years that he's in town, he keeps shit in check, at least a little bit.
He really does do more for the city than the entire police force does.
Damn, I wonder if this says anything about.
I wonder if there's something to say about the role of police in
the role of police in our modern society.
Yeah, Kiryu then is like
but Date assures Pseudo that Kiryu's got a plan. He's not gonna just leave Kamurocho.
His plan,
to die.
I'll tell you, Kiryu's plan. It sure is something.
It's not. There's not much to it.
No, I mean it's very straightforward. I don't know about it. We get some time where basically the game allows the player to I mean, there's some story stuff. Kiryu's going with Haruka to say goodbye to some people. He's going to say goodbye to Yuya, and then he's going to say goodbye to Kazuki, his best friends, who we always love and see, and they're very important. And also he's going to go say goodbye to Imoto, and if you don't remember who that is, I don't blame you. And then he's going to go ask a favor of a very special someone. Yeah.
A certain person that you might have to put on a leash to tame, but to somebody that he trusts to back up Daigo in the future. And they are, of course, talking about Majima.
Oh, I really, before we say anything else, after the pseudo scene, we cut back to Kiryu and Sayama. And I really like this where Sayama's just like, Kiryu tells Sayama that he's got a trick up his sleeve for keeping Daigo in check. Then Sayama says, "Oh, it's Majima, isn't it?" And then Kiryu says, "Mm-hmm."
Yep.
Gotta go convince him somehow. And then Sayama says, "Goodbye, Kiryu. I'm gonna go kill lots of people in America." And then Haruka just says, "Bye bye," and then they leave.
Bye bye.
She literally just goes, "Bye bye,
Bye bye. I'm never gonna see you again.
forever. Goodbye, forever." Don't stop making up family members out of nowhere. Stop assuming everyone's related to you, please. It makes no sense. There's a really cute line here where Haruka is just like, "Oji-san, let's have some fun together tonight." And then Kiryu says, "Kamurocho won't know what hit it."
Yeah, because this might be the last time they're in Kamurocho for a while,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have some fun, which we never see.
"Oji-san, take me to the casino."
Take me to the Gelateria, which was a Shinkaku Highball Tavern like 2 days ago. Gindaku Highball Tavern.
Only in certain games, the Gelateria was in Yakuza 2, in the PS2 version.
Yes, I know, it was in the original, but I'm going from Kiwami 2 to 3 remastered, so...
Is the Highball Tavern a real place, do you think?
I don't know.
Very interesting question.
I look it up.
Sometimes the restaurants and stuff are real, because
sometimes they're just real. Sometimes you just go to Sushi Zanmai and they have a statue of the real actual owner out front, who you can fish with in a sub-story in Yakuza 5.
Sometimes you go to that steak place in Judgment. That's
Ikinari Steak.
Ikinari Steak. Let me look it up. Jindako Highball Tavern. Let's see. Is it real? Is it real? Is it real? It is real. It's real. It's a real place. It's real. In Yakuza 5, the interior of Gindako Highball Tavern is just a fucking photograph of a real Gindako Highball Tavern.
Oh my god.
I knew it was real. Great. There's so much fucking product placement in these games.
We're gonna find out one of these days that NY Hot Dog is real.
Oh my god, if I found out that NY Hot Dog was real, I'd fucking die. But I don't think it's real.
I would go there, I would go to Japan to eat there, and then I would die.
At last. I not
like
only
a
could I
holy
experience
pilgrimage.
it, but I could experience it for real.
I can't
there
experience
it
it
is.
through Kiryu's mouth, but I can experience it through my own mouth, which is almost as good.
I'm looking at a picture of a Gindako Highball Tavern, and it looks exactly like it does in the game. Yep, there it is. Okay, so Kiryu goes to visit Yuya. He's taking a smoke break. They've been cleaning up. He's got like a cleaning headband on, or like a cleaning bandana on his head.
There's a lot of civilians that you can see on the street where you can like eavesdrop on their conversations.
Yeah,
nothing,
like, wow,
nothing
I can't believe
too spectacular. It's mostly just people
I can't
commenting
believe they
on
disarmed
stuff that
all
happened in
those
Yakuza
bombs.
2. Yeah,
they really
like
disarmed
oh,
all
no,
30 of those bombs.
I heard that Kazuki at Stardust got shot. I'm so worried about him. I haven't been able to eat. Or like, oh no, if the Tojo clan doesn't get its shit together soon, the Omi Alliance is going to invade again. Just shit like that. You've heard it before.
The conversations that Kiryu has with the people he's saying goodbye to are very like unremarkable and inconsequential, really. Like, there's not much to say about them. Like, Kiryu he's just saying goodbye to everyone, and everyone basically
I
says
do want to point out that
thing.
Haruka does call Yuya and Kazuki Uncle Yuya and Uncle Kazuki.
It's very cute.
Nice. I like that.
I do love that.
Which, like, implies that they've
she's
spent a lot more time together than we've ever seen, but hey, I'm not going to complain too much.
You know, I honestly can't believe that Kiryu said goodbye to Emoto of the Emoto Clinic.
Well,
but
he was going there to visit
goodbye.
Kazuki, so he figured, might as well. It'd be rude not to.
I can't believe that he didn't go to say goodbye to his real best friend, Bantam Owner.
Yeah, Bantam. Yeah, we didn't say goodbye to Bantam Owner.
I can't believe he didn't say goodbye to Bantam Owner. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even fucking joking. He should have.
My old friend, who I promised I would like deal with
my
these
oldest
problems.
and closest friend, Bantam Owner, my oldest and closest friend. Goodbye. I entrust you with the greatest gift of all. I entrust you with my daughter Haruka.
Yeah, I mean,
Please
so
take
you
care
basically
of her.
just go to Yuya and Kazuki, and you're like, hey, we're this is like goodbye. We're not gonna see you. It's probably gonna be a while before we see each other again. You know, if we do. But we're moving to Okinawa.
Yeah.
I'm starting an orphanage. You know, I always wanted to like help kids.
Okay, we do get a little bit of background lore on the orphanage, which is that the orphanage is called It's called Morning Glory.
It's called Morning Glory, or
Um,
if you're playing the original release of
Asagao.
3, it is actually also called Sunflower, I believe.
That makes no sense, but it's
They
called
didn't want to call it Morning Glory because of possible sexual
oh.
interpretations, but they did
I
fix
need to
that.
tell you the worst thing in the world that might kill you, which is I'm glad that they call it Morning Glory. So the Morning Glory flower is the Asagao flower in Japanese. And it's very good that, and maybe some people are know exactly what I'm about to say about why the word Asagao is really bad, or Asagao, which is because there is a game. Do you know about this, Argyle?
Huh?
Do you know about the game Asagao Academy?
No?
Do you want to know about Asagao Academy?
Yeah, sure. Fine.
It's a dating simulator. Would you like me to list some of the characters you can date?
Yeah, no, keep going. Go on.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, keep going. Come on. I want to hear
All right. Here are some dateable characters: Jontron, Did You Know Gaming, Shane, Peanut Butter Gamer, Gerard, the completionist,
Okay.
Pro
that guy's
Jared.
all right. Oh, no.
Yeah, but that guy's not all right. I don't want to play a dating sim where you can date Jontron and Pro Jared. Anyways, that's why I see the word Asagao and I want to run away. And I'm glad that they localized it to the English word for it. So Morning Glory is the preferable option because it doesn't make me think about what if I had to date
If I had to
Pro Jared.
date Mr. Pro Jared in my Yakuza
I
game.
love that game. Taking the clip out of context where I say I love the concept of Asagao Academy, because it's a dating sim. It's a dating sim where you have to grapple with which is the least bad option.
Do I
want to date?
I'm pretty sure the completionist.
It's got to be the
isn't that
completion.
bad.
Like the completionist has got to be the least bad of them, right? I mean, actually, there's other characters. Satchbag. And
Never
the
heard
3
of them.
guys from Continue, and also apparently Jontron's parrot. So that's enough talking about that.
Yeah, let's.
I'm sure that everyone turned our episode off just now.
Well, they got you. They got to hear you talk about fucking Nishiki Koisest last week. Not last week, but last month. Last episode.
Oh, right, Koisest, right. Yeah, so now we're talking about Koisest, and now we're talking about dating Jontron in a video game. Oh yeah, but what I was gonna say is that Kiri, the owner of almost said it, the owner of Asagao Academy, where you can babysit Jontron as a baby. The owner of Sunflower or Morning Glory was like tied to Sunflower somehow, and he died, and so Kiryu was like, "Oh, I'll do it.
I'll do it. Sure.
I'll do it. I can do it. I can take care of some kids." So that's how he did it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty cut and dry. As you're going to Emoto Clinic to visit Kazuki, you are approached by some thugs.
It's always gotta fucking happen.
Some goons who roll up and are like, "Hey, punk, you're in a new game.
We're
It's time
gonna
for the
teach you how
combat
to-
tutorial."
We're the combat tutorial. Better punch me 8 times and do 7 heat moves on me. Ow! Ow! You're doing great! Ah, shit! Ow!
How are you liking the new DualShock 3?
Check it out, Kiryu. You can... I don't think there was any, like, remarkable new features on the DualShock. I guess there was the, like,
It's
touch.
got 6 axis. If you rotate the controller clockwise, you can punch me with your right foot.
Kiryu, rotate the controller to break my neck! I can't fucking believe that there was no 6-axis bullshit in this game.
I think 6 axis, I don't think it was on the PS3 at launch, actually.
Okay, but you know what, Argyle, is that there is actually a game in the series that utilized the 6-axis, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
and
in
it
Yakuza
does it
6,
in a wonderful...
it is in there, and it
Yakuza
is a good
6,
use of it.
It's a very good use of it. It's such a good use of it that eventually another game, a much more recent game, literally did the exact same thing with it. So Kiryu goes to Emoto Clinic to meet with his other best friends, Uncle Kazuki, and his bestest of all friends.
He does the combat
Dr.
tutorial.
Emoto. Oh right, the guy's it's nothing. I will say, the combat in this game is particularly bad. I think, Like,
Worse than
I
Yakuza 2
think.
now that you've played it? Like, well,
Well, what I was gonna say is that and I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm on my hands and knees apologizing, but am playing the game on easy mode. I just don't have time in my life to play all the games
I'm on New
because
Game Plus, which you don't get that powerful in Yakuza 3 at any point, so it's fine.
no enemies are pretty fucking spongy in this game, and they block a lot.
They block a lot, they grab a lot, they
So
dodge a lot.
it's just like very time wasty encounters, and there's a lot of them. Like I just feel like the random encounters were dialed up a bit too much in this game.
Yeah, and Kiryu's as
But
weak
other
as he's
than
ever
that-
been in this game.
Yeah, especially at the start. But this is probably the weakest that we ever see Kiryu. He just by the end of the game he just doesn't feel that buff. I'll say that in Yakuza 4 we get a real beefed up Kiryu because you start playing as him and he's already really strong.
I think
It's very
5
nice.
is probably like peak Kiryu, like the strongest he gets in the series, because he's fucking ridiculous in that game. Well, I mean, obviously Kiwami
Yeah.
2 and 6 as well, but
Kiwami 2 and 6, but
5
yeah,
is also
in,
like
the traditional
pretty extreme.
in like the traditional like old school style of the games, the brawler. Probably 5. Kiryu goes to say goodbye to Kazuki.
I do want to talk a little bit about
Oh.
I guess we should probably talk about some of the aspects of the free roaming a little bit, just because we've been introduced to Kamurocho as it is on PS3 in Yakuza 3. It's very colorful. It's very saturated.
It is.
It kind of looks like it looks like a playground, like the kind of colors that they put on here.
It's very colorful, and we're playing. I mean, we're both playing the HD version, so everything's very shiny. It is. I mean, graphically, this game looks. I mean, the thing that I would most closely compare it to is Zero, right? Like, that's. I mean, Zero has better graphics than this game does, but like, it's not super noticeable. Like, it's, at least comparing like Dragon Engine game to Zero, it's much closer there. The PS3 era is pretty close to to the early PS4 era versus the late PS4 era. And that's just what I always think of it. When I played this game after playing the Kiwamis and playing 6 and stuff, it just was like kind of a return to that format. Like, it just feels like a slightly clunkier, less good looking
this
version
is
of Zero.
since this is the first in that kind of line, like, this is the most basic form of that Kiryu that you're gonna get to play as, which is
I would say that the
but like just the look of the city is like it's a little. I think it's the lighting is maybe what's off about it. I'm not very good at identifying like any particular aspect of what's off about it.
I would say that. Here's what I would say.
But Kamurocho in Yakuza 3 kind of looks like kind of plasticky, like a toy set. Sort of.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Here's what I'll say. I think that you can kind of divide the series up into like, well, I guess 4 chunks now. But let's say, because like there's the PS2 era, right? And those games are basically the same. Yeah. And then I would say that if I was just making meaningless categories, I would lump everything from 3 up to 0 as like the like PS3-ish era, because obviously 0 is not a PS3 game, but it kind of just feels like a PS3 game.
Wasn't it released on PS3 in Japan originally?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
It was.
But it was not a. It was kind of an older PS4 game. And it kind of looks like a PS3 game with just like better lighting and better looking.
I mean, it basically
scenes.
looks like Yakuza 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's a follow up to Yakuza 5, so it just kind of feels like a PS4 game or PS3 game. And then I would put like, and also I guess Kiwami is also in there, and then you get the like next gen PS4 era onward, where we're
like I think you can make a smaller like a little smaller subdivision between 4 and 5, and then like 5, 0, and Kiwami 1 and 1, and then the Dragon Engine games, and then 7 in its own little box.
But 7 does also just kind of occupy the Dragon Engine era.
Yeah. But I mean, like, seeing as how it is an entirely different genre of game, you know?
This game kind of starts the through line that is the Yakuza games that end up being basically perfected by Zero. Though 5 is pretty fucking good too, from what I played of it.
Yeah, like this is a blade that they will hone to a very sharp edge by the time Zero comes around. But
because it plays differently than 2. Having switched from 2 to this on the PS2, like it feels sharper to play. It just looks better. It animates better. Like the combat it feels similar, but it just feels a little bit more refined. Feels a little less cumbersome.
That said, it is still like fairly janky
still, like,
compared to
it's
like
pretty janky compared to like any of the other games.
Yeah,
that will
even
follow
4
it.
like is a pretty big step up over this. Like
Yes.
even in just
Fi-
like
and then
moving
5
around,
is like
there's something big
yes.
about 3 that really like hit me like a truck when I started playing it, which is that there's no like acceleration in your movement. Right, you just go from a standstill to a full run in like no time. Like there's no real turning animation. Like Kiryu's goofy little jog, it's extremely funny. He walks with like he's very wide in Yakuza 3. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
It's when Sarah was on, we talked about how wide the characters were in Yakuza 0, but Kiryu is looking wide as fuck. He is thick in this game. I don't know what the deal is.
He is Roblox wide.
Yeah, he looks like Kanye in that music video.
Yes. So that's, I mean, like, it's more of the same, but also there are some key levels of jank that bridge it between the better like PS3, PS4 games.
Yeah,
and
like
then
the ability to
like
stand in one spot and like pivot around in my running animation on a dime is not something I had been like expected from Yakuza games since I started with 5. So going into 3 and then like just being able to just woo around in a circle was really funny.
The advancement, I mean, you gotta like this is a thing where you go back and you play a PS3 game and it just kind of looks, these days most of the time. Like
it's not bad. It does not look bad.
No, but it doesn't have the benefit of being like all PS2 games have a level of sort of cartoonishness to them, just in terms of like they were working with limitations to what they could make. So you got to a point in the PS3 and like Xbox 360 games, right, where they were able to make like what was at the time like pretty good looking, like realistic graphics, right?
Yeah.
Like look at Heavy Rain, right?
Yeah.
You look at Heavy Rain now and it just looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
But at the time it was like, wow, this game looked fucking great. But the point is that the advancement of this game compared to Yakuza 2, I mean, from PS2 to PS3 was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The jump. And then moving from PS3 to PS4, I mean, the graphics in 0 look much better, but they don't look that much better. But then you look at the Dragon Engine games.
that was still
like
originally like a PS3 game, you know? Like it's...
Yeah. But then look at the Dragon Engine games, though.
Ooh, baby. Sexy.
God, they look so... Ooh, that bread, though.
That bread.
That bread, though.
Mutton.
So that's that... So that's basically all that's a gameplay corner for now. This game uses the same level up system as 1 and 2 did.
It's much
points.
slower.
God.
Well, I mean, I've only played Kiwami 1 has the similar one, and it's like you get way more skill points than that. In this, it's like it'll be ages before you get a skill point. It's kind of grueling how slowly you get skills in this game.
So
also just like the crowds are very funny. Just the way they generate crowds around you.
Yeah.
Because they'll make like a huge cluster around you, and then like down the street will be empty.
Yeah, it's like Kiryu's always the trailer for the first Assassin's Creed game, where like they were advertising that you could push through crowds, and it was barely ever a thing that happened.
I mean, you can't even push through them in this. Like, I don't think you react at all to bumping into people in this one.
Yeah, it made me anxious when I was walking around with Haruka, because it's just like, that's a lot of people. They're going to sweep that child
This
away.
game also has the old people. I love the old people. They're always walking around holding their bags.
The out in
we'll get to the horrifying child animations later.
Oh Christ!
The children.
not the worst looking children in video game history.
Not the worst,
but
it's pretty bad.
Definitely not as bad as the cyberpunk children.
I don't know if I've seen the cyberpunk children.
The cyberpunk children, I believe, are just the adult models made smaller.
Oh no, that's not
kind of just like the old medieval art where baby Jesus is just a tiny muscular man,
just a little buff baby.
Little buff baby. So Kiryu goes to Emoto Clinic. He says goodbye to his good friend Kazuki. Kazuki says, we were planning on doing a team building trip to Okinawa anyway, so we'll come visit you. This never comes up again. We never see Kazuki.
Yeah, we never see
Yuya.
Kazuki. That sounds miserable, by the way. I would never want to go on vacation with my job.
Oh, I was like a trip to Okinawa? No, yes, a business team building vacation sounds pretty hellish.
Okinawa or no. Yeah, that's...
Maybe it's different when you're a host at a host club and your entire job is just, like, chatting with people. No, I guess not, because we learn in the games that the world of hosts and hostesses is very competitive and hostile to each other. Mm-hmm. I would go on vacation if Kiryu was my boss and I was working at Club Forshine.
Maybe, yeah. I'd consider it.
They got along very well there. We say goodbye to Kazuki. We say goodbye to Emoto. He offers to watch Haruka while we go and fight. Kiryu goes and fights his boyfriend, I guess.
Yeah, Majima, we find out, had a meeting with Kashiwagi, so we're going to the Millennium Tower to
Is Kashiwagi even in this game?
He's pretty famous. There's a pretty famous Kashiwagi moment in this game, I think you'll recall.
Oh, yes, there is a famous Kashiwagi moment in this game. I thought that was in 4.
No, that's in this one, homie.
That's in this one? Oh, boy. So Kiryu goes, he's just like, I wish I knew where Majima was so I could go talk to him. And then the man named Combat Tutorial walks up to him and he says, Hey, Kiryu!
Hey, hold on a second. You haven't learned how to block yet.
You haven't learned how to block yet, so I brought my dad. He's with the Kazuma family. That is very funny. Things that always make me laugh in Yakuza games. Number 1, most of it. Number 2, whenever someone doesn't know who Kiryu is, who should?
It's always.
Oh, one more thing about the Yakuza Sunset sub-story. I forgot to say, there's a very funny line where Sugano tells Kiryu that before he made the movie, he was a comedy director, and Kiryu basically all but stares down the camera and says, Comedy? There's no place for comedy in a story about the Yakuza.
Right, I remember that.
It's really fucking funny. I brought my dad. He's from the Kazuma family. You don't even know who they are.
Yeah, he's gonna kick your ass. Don't you know? And then this fucking guy in, like, bright red pants and, like, a cheetah print shirt walks up and is like, Hi, have you heard of the Obitarian? I'm her grandson.
I'm the Obitarian.
Beat the shit out of you.
I'm gonna kill you, Kiryu. I'm with the Kazuma family.
Oh wait, I can't beat this guy up. He employed my grandma. He gave her a job and money when she really needed it. I can't beat this guy up. You're gonna have to get somebody else.
I will make you block 12 times. I will make you quick step 6 times.
I will make you.
I will make you walk around. I will make you walk around hands up for 8 seconds.
Get in fighting stance.
I will count. Get in fighting stance. I'm gonna count it down. 8, 7, 6, 5.
All right, good job. No, now you can beat me
Good job.
up.
All right, stomp my face in. Great job there, Kiryu. Maybe. Here's a conspiracy theory, Argyle. Is it possible? That
Kashiwagi sent these guys out to give you the combat tutorial?
Just to keep Kiryu in tip-top shape. Just, we don't know when we'll see him again, so let's just make sure he knows the basics before he heads out. You send your shittiest boy to be a real nuisance.
You guys are our best training dummies. Your job is to go find Kiryu, direct him. Well, just for Kiryu.
My god!
What? Just for Kiryu?
Kashiwagi's sending these young men to get their bones broken.
Yeah. What?
I think you're fucking right. The fact that these guys are literally working for Kashiwagi, like the Kashiwagi pays their bills. Like,
how recently have they sworn up? There was a huge Tojo Clan meeting just a couple days ago.
Did they have a hiring fair?
Were they at Tarada's funeral? What's going on?
Did they at Tojo HQ? Did they have like all the families set up big tables and you go there? Oh, come on down to the Shimano family. Our boss is dead, so it's a much greater
the
place
big
to
bald
be.
guy is, he's dead, so much lower chance of getting like multiple fingers chopped off.
Like fucking the Nishiki family's like, come betray the Tojo clan in our family.
Yeah, do you want to betray the Tojo clan for a third time? We're working on it.
I cannot fucking wait to talk about all the fun new families in this game.
I cannot.
That is a highlight, except for the really bad one. But there's some good boys in this one. I'll tell you. What I guess Tojo clan would be like
game.
Some real pieces of shit. The Tojo clan booth would just be like, or the Kazuma family booth would just be like, we're the Tojo old guard. We're the only ones who ever like do anything.
We're the only guys
good.
who are like reasonable and aren't evil. And well, I mean, we do crimes, so like we are kind of evil.
Majima Construction is setting up a booth outside of the job fair to just snipe people before they even get in. Come work for Majima Construction. We build shit. Don't live a life of crime. Just be tough guys and work for us, and don't even.
We just need you to stand in front of this truck and hit anybody with a baseball bat that tries to come near it.
Come join Majima Construction. You'll get to meet famous wrestlers.
Yeah, we've got New Japan Pro Wrestlers. We've got the Great Muto here. We've got fucking. We've got Chono. We've got
Masahiro Chono.
We've got the Three Musketeers. Come on.
We've got the whole Three Musketeers except for the one who died. Yeah. Come join Majima Construction. I love this. I love the Tojo job fair. This is just and then you join, and then you're like, oh, I will join the Kazuma family, the old guard. These guys have been around forever.
Kashiwagi shows you a picture of a guy with a red shirt.
Go let this guy ruin you. Go let this guy break your teeth.
You need to go to this guy and let him like run a refresher course on his rush combos on your face.
You're going to need to let this guy punch you 10 times and then do 10 finishers on you.
Listen up. He needs to hit you with a bicycle 10 times. You need to get kicked 10 times, punched 10 times. Is this like what the Kazuma family like hazing is like? Is this how they like break in new recruits? I think there is a bit of lore in one of the PSP games that like 2-bit gangs around Kamurocho as hazing rituals will send their new the people who just join them out to like get beat up by Kiryu, like to harass him and get beat up.
Like, oh, okay, now you're gonna go bump into Kiryu and tell him that he owes you 100,000 yen, and like you're not gonna get it from him, but he will kill you. I mean, he won't kill you, but he will break every piece of your body. He'll only kill you if you're a waiter or if you're driving a car. Then you'll die, or a helicopter. So you're safe, but he will punch you harder than you've ever been punched before. We go to Millennium Tower. Oh, sorry. After we beat up the Kazuma family terrified newbie, a veteran member shows up, and he basically is like, "Oh, hey, Kiryu, how you doing? Good to see you." Are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was trying to look up this piece of lore that I claim to be true that I'm never quite sure if it's true or not. I think it is. I feel like it is, or it might just be somebody making something up on the internet about the
That's okay. I won't even. I'll edit this out.
Living hazing ritual.
If it's not lore, if it's not real lore, then it's real lore now because no one will know. So
it's very funny either way.
It's so funny, but this guy's like, "Hey, Kiryu, thanks. Kashiwagi really needs you to break in the new boys. They won't be able to chew their food for a year." And obviously, then after having learned that this guy, all jokes aside, the guy's like, "I'm in the Kazuma family," and then they find out that this is the fourth chairman, and they all are like, "Oh my god, please forgive me," and they all bow to him.
Don't kill me, please.
Outside of the Millennium Tower, I got really confused because I forgot that the Kazuma family office is in the Millennium Tower. I was like, wait, why is it over here? Oh, right, that's just where their office is now. It's in the really bad building that no one likes to be in.
So you meet up with Nishida outside. He's standing
Yeah,
there.
he's still wearing his hard
Hello?
hat because it's still like
Okay.
the same day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still he's changed his pants since he had to defuse that bomb, so he's not as smelly
Yes.
now. And he says, "Hey, Kiryu, yeah, the boss is right upstairs meeting with Kashiwagi. He's probably done by now, though. He's never been very good with meetings, so you can probably find
He
him on the
says that
roof."
Majima has if a meeting is longer than 30 minutes, Majima gets so bored that he starts like losing his mind.
Yeah, he just does not have a very good attention span. So
No,
he
not at
probably went
all.
out on the roof. He likes to kind of look out over the city. And if you ask me, I think he's a little sentimental. You know, he's gonna miss you when you're gone, Kiryu. Don't tell him
But please
I
do
said
not,
that,
for the
'cause
love of God, don't tell him I said that. He
will
will
beat
kill
the
me.
shit out of me if he finds out I said
He
that.
will kill me. And he's like, all right, before you go up there, Kiryu, I think you might need this, and he gives you a stamina.
He gives you two. He gives you two stamina.
Oh my God, that. Listen, I don't want to. I don't want to say what I feel like giving Kiryu a stamina is analogous to. But it really feels like Nishida is just like slipping him a condom. You might need this. I'm not saying that. Listen. That's not what I'm saying it is, but I'm saying that's what it reminds me of.
The boss is a little horny today. You might need these.
You might need this. In fact, take two.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't do them at the
so-
same time. You're liable to break
No.
them that way.
So Kiryu goes up, and Majima is there, and they just have quite a scene together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Majima's very upset that Kiryu's leaving town. And Kiryu asks him to basically rejoin the Tojo clan and be Daigo's like kind of handler, take care of him, make sure no one kills him. Majima's like,
Well, he doesn't say captain, but he would basically be captain.
Yeah, and Majima's like, you know how I feel about living my life caged up like a dog. Why would you want me to babysit the little boy of Daigo? And then Kiryu's like, what if we spin that around? There's a lot of people who want to kill Daigo. You'll have so many people to beat the shit out of Majima.
Yeah.
You will be
able to discipline like nobody has ever disciplined before.
You will be able to go absolutely bug fuck.
Yeah,
for
ape
like
shit.
Ape shit forever.
Aren't you
and then
tired
Majima's like,
of being nice?
Aren't you tired of being nice, Majima? Aren't you tired of being a civilian? Aren't you tired of building things? Wouldn't you rather just kick the shit out of people
you rather
and hit them
tear
very
shit
hard?
down? Come on. I know you want
And Majima is like, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, and he wants Majima in the Tojo clan because, like, nobody else in the Tojo clan could fucking stand up to Majima. So, like, if they see Majima falling in line under Daigo, like, they'll also fall in line.
Absolutely.
And then
Majima's
pretty
like,
sound logic, you know?
Yeah, no, it's good. I think Kiryu really thought this one through. Kiryu, we are like less than an hour into this game, and Majima rips off his shirt, and Kiryu rips off his shirt. And they barely even say any words between them. They just both know that it's time to fight.
Yeah, they're just like, well, you know, we gotta do this.
You know, I mean, we're talking to each other, and there's only one thing that we can do whenever we interact with each other. And it's that we fight and we've hit each other very hard until one of us falls over. And they have a fight. It's a, you know, in terms of like Majima fights, it's nothing to write home about, but it's also the first fight in the game. It's the tutorial boss. So I don't feel particularly bad about being
one
like,
little detail. This is like the only time we fight Majima unarmed.
Without his knife.
Yeah, he doesn't have a knife.
Yeah.
In this fight.
I guess that's fair. He's not trying to kill Kiryu this time. He's
got a very different moveset than like the one you might be used to.
He kind of stands around a little bit too. He does this thing where he just kind of like hunches over. I don't really get what that's about. He's just letting Kiryu hit him, I guess.
Yeah, he does have the he can dodge a lot. Not as much as he will in a future fight, but like he does have like these like really funky dodges that like are kind of a signature of his. Like these are like you can do this
usually
move
like
in
double
Yakuza
quick
0.
steps all over the place.
Yeah.
Kiryu also they reintroduced the like extreme heat move feature in this game. It's still here.
The feel the heat sort of thing.
Yeah, you feel the heat, you mash R. The first move you have unlocked is Kiryu's iconic head press that sucks to look at. It's fucking terrible to look at. It looks so upsetting and so painful. And then there's 2 other ones that say unavailable, and I can't for the life of me tell you how you unlock them or what those moves are, because I don't.
Revelations.
I think you must, because I swear to God, I only ever unlocked maybe one of them.
It might just be upgrades. It might be revelations. I'm not sure.
Maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Kiryu beats up Majima. Majima's like, "Damn, you're very strong. Love it. Love getting."
It should be said,
beat up
these
by
super
you."
finishes are not guaranteed to finish the boss fight.
No, they never.
This is
do.
not
They
Kiwami
never
2
work.
where they finish the fight.
No.
They do a nice chunk of damage.
Yeah, they do a chunk of damage, and then you got to hit him a couple more times.
Yeah.
Kiryu and Majima have a very normal relationship with each other, and it's impossible to say why they do this to each other. They just Kiryu and Majima just love to fight, and you can make of that what you will. Many people have many interpretations of their relationship. But Majima is just like, all right, cool. This is good.
We did forget to mention
it.
something about Majima. One vital little tiny detail that has changed in the past couple days, apparently.
His new eye patch?
Yeah, he has a silver snake on his eye patch now.
I forgot about because I'll tell you, he gets an outfit change in this game that is incredible.
Yes.
It's a one-time only outfit, as far as I remember. He only wears it in this game, but he doesn't have it just yet because he's still like classic Majima. But he does have a silver snake on his eye patch, and it's really funny. I guess he just felt so good about disarming that bomb.
Yeah, he was like, I need to treat myself. I need I
need to treat myself to a cool new. It's honestly a surprise that he didn't get a crazy eye patch earlier in his life.
Yeah, he's
like
been wearing,
that seems like one of the
first. He's had that thing for 20 years now.
He's never cleaned it. It's a stinky eye patch.
Nasty.
It's got that's got like 30 years of eye sweat on it.
Gross.
That's like he's been wearing a virtual reality headset for approximately 30 minutes. That's the amount of sweat buildup, and that's like you could wring that thing out and fill up a cup with it.
Oh, you get mega pink eye from that. Jesus.
Ugh. He can't get pink eye. He's got nothing there.
pink eye hole. I don't know.
Pink hole?
No, I avoided saying pink hole. I said eye hole, so you would not.
Majima's come down with a nasty case of pink hole.
No.
Which will unfortunately be what this episode is titled.
Majima's pink hole.
No, it's just going to be called Pink Hole.
Sure.
So Majima says, "I'm worried about Daigo. He's too trusting. He's young. He's inexperienced. But whatever. I'll keep an eyeball on him. Just the one. The Tojo clan is I'll take care of it for you." Yeah. Kiryu says the Tojo clan is in his hands. He leaves, and then as a button to the scene, Majima just goes, "I'm gonna rule the fucking world!"
Yeah! he's pretty psyched.
Yeah, he loves it. He's like, wow, there's so many people I get to beat up.
You beat me fair and square, Kiryu, so I'll keep my promise.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the end of the chapter. Good one. I like it. I thought the game has a strong start. It has a really weird moment where Kazuma is alive again.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
We'll get there. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about that more. But I like the stuff with Majima. I like.
I'm sure this is not the last we'll see of Kazuma in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What if he just really
never came back? What if that was the only time we saw him? Was it Kazuma there at the beginning of the game? No, that got dropped. Just like it's like the Josuke flashback from JoJo Part 4. It just never gets brought up again. It doesn't mean anything. It was probably something they forgot about. Next week we'll be talking about Chapter 2, the Ryudo encounter. So this is where we basically get filled in on everything that's been going on in Okinawa since Kiryu moves there. I believe this is I very much enjoy this chapter, if I remember which one it is correctly. The next two are like
chapters
the
2
next
and 3
two
are
big,
good.
Very good, very much the sort of Okinawa story. This has a lot of time advancing as well.
Yes.
This game takes place in 2009, I think.
Yes, I believe.
So Kiryu moved to Okinawa in 2007. So he was there for 2 years between. That's how much time has passed.
Right.
Just so people can know. And the game was released in 2009, so that adds up.
Yep.
So let's check in with our questions. We have two ways you can ask us a question. The first way is you can go onto our Discord server. The link to join is at the bottom of every episode. And you can look in the channel titled Dolce to Postcard. Here's some of our questions. We got a bunch of them this week, actually.
Did we get any on Twitter? I did post a tweet.
You did post a tweet. I'll let me take a look.
I don't think we did.
Our first question on the Discord from friend of the show, Jurgensen, who says, if you could do both equally well, would you prefer to catch fish with a fishing pole or a trident?
Okay, we did not get any Twitter questions.
That's fine. We got plenty on the Discord.
I think probably a fishing pole.
Trident requires me to get wet. So I'd probably stick with the fishing pole.
The fishing pole, I can sit on the shore in a nice, comfy chair. Throw back a nice, a cool drink.
Throw back a brew, an aha water.
Just wait for the fish to come to me.
Friend of the show, Sirik Z, who says, what coastal location would you pick to retire to and open an orphanage? Coastal location. I mean, Okinawa seems pretty nice. Okinawa seems pretty nice. I'm just thinking about like nice beach areas, beach zones.
Nowhere in the southern United States. I don't want to go to.
Nowhere in the southern United States. I'm not going to.
I'm not going to. Fucking hot. You know,
no,
it's too goddamn hot.
And not Hawaii, because
I don't want to.
All of the many reasons that you shouldn't move to Hawaii.
There's a million reasons not to.
There's a billion reasons not to move to Hawaii. So
open an orphanage on the shores of Lake Baikal. Beautiful.
Yeah, open an orphanage at beautiful Oceanside in is that what it's called? I think it's Oceanside in Washington. Oceanside, Washington, which is very rainy. Ocean Shores, that's what it's called. Which is just very wet all the time in the Pacific Northwest.
Wonderful. That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, actually that does sound nice. Here's one who's from friend of the show, Chaos, who says, what's your opinion on Hawaiian, or I believe the more correct term is aloha shirts?
Yes, I have heard them being called aloha shirts more now.
Yes, I believe that is the correct terminology. The louder the better. I enjoy floral print shirts, but I don't generally wear that print, personally.
I do like a nice floral print. I need to get more floral print shirts. I do just generally like a nice, colorful, like button-up shirt.
But I'll tell you, on Kiryu, perfect.
Looks great.
Beautiful.
I've got a very nice a Slowpoke one that I bought like a month back. That
is it one of those super nice Pokemon print shirts?
It was. I think it was fairly expensive.
Those are quite pricey. I don't like Pokemon enough to justify buying one.
I don't know if it was that line, like if it was that same line that's like really expensive.
Because there's one that's like $100 a shirt.
Yeah, it was still fairly pricey for a shirt. You know. So
yeah. Sometimes you got to treat yourself to a nice shirt.
It's a nice shirt. Sometimes
like the shirt. you gotta go down to Dan Flash's, and the more complicated the pattern, the more expensive the shirt.
It's got a lot of nice Slowpokes. They've got like flowers all around them. They're in the ocean. They're swimming. They've got scuba gear on them. They're cool. Just hanging out.
Here's one from Discord user. Slowpoke's a good Pokemon. Discord user Nova Rachel Shiogerath. It says, do you think the switch from cinematic predetermined camera angles to free camera was a smart move? Is there anything about those older graphics that you miss? So this is in reference to, I guess, the free roam of Yakuza 1 and 2, where it had the like old school no free camera, pre-camera angles.
I mean, just from what I've seen, I don't think it really loses much from going to a free camera. This isn't like the move from like. This isn't like early Resident Evil where that's an artistic choice, like where they set a mood and like
You could like frame the action in certain ways and introduce like threats by like setting them up. I would say that having played those games and experienced both, that the like cinematic camera angles with the loading zones in between were nice and they looked nice, but they made navigating the city a lot harder. I've talked about this on the podcast because the fact is that like when you have the free camera angle, north is north and south is south and east is east and west is west, right?
Yeah.
But when the cameras change, you go from up and down to suddenly side to side, and it just becomes very confusing. And a map that I could literally navigate that map with my eyes closed becomes unfamiliar and strange.
Yeah.
So I would say that, I always have a soft spot for PS2 graphics. I just think they are very nostalgic for me, and I think a lot of PS2 games hold up. But I think in general, I think that the newer graphics just make the game look nicer.
There's a kind of cartoony, like, exaggeratedness from the PS2 animations that is nice and doesn't really translate over to the Kiwami games. That just kind of it just makes them look janky when you apply those to newer models, like shinier graphics.
Yeah, for sure.
But overall, I think the games just kind of look better as they go on. I think I'm not a huge fan of the way Kiryu looks in the PS2 games. He just looks strange to me. I'm just like, that's not my dad.
He is a kind of a different guy.
So he's a completely different
the PS2
guy.
Games. Here's one from a friend of the show, Andy, who says, if you had 3 wild adventures, how likely would you say nope to another one starting as you tried to retire?
100%. I would not want any part of it.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who reads like The Hobbit or Fellowship of the Ring, and just when you read about the way that hobbits live in their little holes and they ate 7 meals a day and they're very happy on their farms, I'm just like, oh, that sounds so nice.
It sounds ideal. I would love to live in a hole and eat 7 meals a day.
Why would Bilbo ever agree to go on that adventure? Why would Frodo ever offer to take that ring? I would just forget about it. I would just stay in the Shire, and I would just have a great time
just
smoking the pipe weed.
Some pipe weed, yeah.
Smoking pipe weed.
Hanging out with
on your
Pippin
stoop,
and the other one.
Hanging out in the Green Dragon. Sounds like a delight. And hopefully Saruman never shows up
and then if you leave for too long, those fucking greedy fuckers, they take your house. They take your goddamn your fucking hole.
Do you know about the scouring of the Shire?
No, I'm not aware of it.
It's a very strange part of the books that is not in the movies, but after like the place where they like Frodo destroys the ring, and the book does not end there, because what happens is they go back to the Shire and Saruman basically like fucks up everything.
What the fuck?
And it's really like bad.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know, it's really, and the idea is that it's like the Shire is this place that you feel like the beginning of the journey is like this perfect ideal location and like untouched by but like even the Shire was something that was like hurt by the events of the story. It's sad. It really sad.
It's good. Like thematically, it's nice. Yeah,
it is. It's just, and it wasn't put in the movie probably because it's just like,
oh, goddamn, okay.
a weird like extra conflict to deal with before the end.
I've never seen or watched Lord of the Rings. I've only read The Hobbit, so like I don't know.
You've only read The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel. I would never.
I read Fellowship in high school, and I managed to finish it, but I fell asleep so much. I said, "Fuck this! I'm not reading Two Towers. Fuck that."
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that would never leave the Shire. I'd be very content just in my little hole, or hanging out.
And then you get scorched to death when Saruman shows up.
Yeah, exactly. So those are all of our questions. Oh, and then Dan says that the combat tutorial in Chapter 1 begs an interesting question. Something that we basically discussed, which is, if Kiryu were more open about being the 4th chairman, would he get into less fights?
I think he would get into more fights.
I don't know. Because when people find out who he is, they always just like get scared and apologize.
No, yeah, he would get into less fights.
But he would never tell anyone.
Yeah.
It's like antithetical to his character to ever share that detail about himself.
He doesn't want people to know. He's just like, I'm just a guy. Please don't bother me.
Yeah. That's like literally his whole deal. And then also, side note, it's neat how the gameplay parts of Chapter 1 are sort of an extended epilogue to Chapter 2. Very true.
Yes.
I like that a lot. It's very unusual for the game. It feels like they just left. It feels like they added a plot point that they really wish they had put into and just couldn't because they had already made the damn game. So they were just like, well, I guess we'll just like have Kiryu saying goodbye and all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because there really
like
wasn't much rap on it, right? Because like
no.
It
ends with Kiryu and Sayama kissing.
Like we never saw like the resolution of Daigo's plot line. Because like last time we saw him was like chapter 14, I believe.
Yeah, he basically just says like I will become the dad, and he takes his shirt off.
I am the dad now.
I'm the dad now. My shirt is off, and then we see Kiryu and Sayama like eating each other's heads on the tower, as either like jazz music or insane auto-tuned pop music plays.
We do not insult the insane auto-tuned music. It's good, actually.
I'm very sorry.
I think you'll find it's good.
Oh, okay. Those are all of our questions, and that, I believe, is the episode. Let's wrap this shit up, shall we?
Yeah, let's zip it.
We've been Kamurocho Radio. You can find all of our episodes at yakuzapod.com. You can find our Twitter at Kamurocho Radio on Twitter. And you can find me on Twitter at BradipusRex. My account is locked down, but that doesn't mean that you can't follow me. I need 3 people to follow me as soon as physically possible because I need to reach 200 followers or my vein in my eye is going to explode. And then I'll be the one with pink hole.
Damn, imagine
disease.
having almost 200 followers instead of hovering at like 150 for the last 3 years.
Yeah. But I would rather
fine. I don't tweet. I don't care.
Yeah. It's nice to not put stock in people because now people can't even I can't post pictures of Susie, my wonderful cat who turned 3 today, by the way. I can't post
Happy
her and
birthday,
I can't get
Susie.
retweets on it anymore.
Susie's birthday is the same as Audrey's birthday. Happy birthday, Audrey.
Happy birthday, Audrey.
Happy birthday, Audrey. This is going up a week after Audrey's birthday, but happy birthday.
But I can't post pictures of Susie and get retweets on it anymore. So I can at least take stock in my number go up. So please follow me on please follow me on Twitter, please.
Please follow
Oh my
Jordan.
god. It's the only thing that makes me feel okay. Argyle, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_funk. You can also listen to... You didn't plug your podcast, you piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, you can listen to Slappers Only. It's a video game music showdown podcast. Most recent episode will be Sonic the Hedgehog... Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Please, when is that going up? When is that going up?
Probably soon. I guess I have to edit it tomorrow.
I want to
But
hear it.
you can also
really
listen to
hear it.
Kyle XY, a fast approaching the end of podcast about Kyle XY. In a few
There's
short
so
months,
little
that show
Kyle.
will be...
It feels
I
like
know,
we've
it's
been doing Kyle for
disgusting.
so little time.
I know. What about you, Argyle?
You can also listen to me on a couple other shows, one of them being Pod of Greed, that is POD of Greed. It is a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX podcast. We are currently on Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's a good time. We recorded a really fun episode last night about a quiz show duel. And we did our own little quiz show to kind of commemorate it.
Now that's fun.
It was really fun. We just had our listeners send in like trivia questions for us to answer. It's a ton of fun. So give that a listen. You can also listen to the current season of Wow Cool Robot. It's a Gundam podcast. Myself and friend of the show Audrey are both on with other host of co-host of both of us, Max, to talk about G Gundam. G Gundam. We're getting to the end of that. We're gonna talk about some of the most. I'm gonna cry on this week's episode. Listen to it.
Oh no!
Listen to it's good. It's a good show.
And also, another thing you should do is you should go out and you should get your Nintendo Switch out and you should buy Great Ace Attorney. Because
you should buy the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. You get two.
Now here's why. Now you may be wondering why
top quality Ace Attorney games for $40.
If enough people buy Capcom's Too Hard to Localize, allegedly, hit video game that everyone loves it. If enough people buy Capcom's unlocalizable Ace Attorney game that they decided to actually localize, maybe, just maybe, completely different video game publisher.
Yeah, completely different company. Sega.
Completely different company, Sega, will maybe decide to localize their completely different kind of video game, Kenzan and Ishin. What is my evidence for this? None. Do I ever think that those games will see the light of day?
No.
I mean, in the West. No. Do I think that enough people buying Great Ace Attorney will change anything?
No.
Or even really change Capcom's view on the Ace Attorney series as a whole?
No.
But I can hope.
But I can hope, and the only way to keep that hope alive is to spend $40 on the Nintendo
Please
eShop.
spend 40. Hey, okay, but seriously though, Great Ace Attorney is like the best Ace Attorney game.
It's so fucking good, dude. I'm on the second game now, and it's it just continues to blow my fucking socks off. I've only just gotten to the
third case where you meet the prosecutor of the
yes!
game, and I'm fucking.
He's just a vampire. He's a fucking vampire.
He's just Dracula.
He's just a Dracula.
It's unreal, and it's got Herlock Sholmes in it. Okay,
it's got
that's
Herlock
great.
Sholmes,
That's our
the
Ace Attorney
character.
You can find all of our episodes. We're hosted by the Noise Space Podcast Network. Lots of great shows.
Listen
on Noise
to
Space.
Twink's Awakening, new show. That's all I'm gonna play.
Twink's Awakening, new show. Video Game, the Movie, the Podcast. Non-Roy's Nightmare and Era.
No more shows.
That's it. Those are all of them.
The episode has gone on long enough.
And yeah, you're right. All right, I'm so hungry, and I wanted to go to the store, so I'm gonna go to the store, and it's gonna be pretty extreme. But is it just gonna be extreme? No, because it's gonna be fucking Kiwami. And you know what Kiwami means?
It means extreme.
Extreme. 3?
No.
No.